Hi, friends. I want to talk to you today about why creativity can be so uncomfortable sometimes. And first of all, before we dive into that, I promise this will be short. It's important to recognize and know that we are all creative beings. And what that means is we all have creative capacity in us. Why? Because we're nature. And we see this happening all around. This isn't an esoteric idea. This time of year, buds are coming onto the trees, the grass is popping up. Nature's vital force of creativity, which is like the most foundational force of nature, I think, is evident all around us. And we are nature. Our cells are regenerating all the time. So we have creativity in us, the capacity for creativity, whether we feel like it or realize it or not. Now, whether that's creating a thing in your business or a new thing for dinner or creating a conversation that you really want to engage in, I don't know. That's up to you, but we all have creative capacity in us. So with that, I want to talk just briefly about why creativity can be so uncomfortable even though it's such an intrinsic part of us. Well, it can be uncomfortable because creativity is by its nature, it entails a sense of novelty. So it requires doing things a little different. When we think of creativity, we don't often think of like, an assembly line of mechanical production of things, right? Creativity, there's something unique and different and novel and exciting about it. So it can be uncomfortable. Here's some examples of creativity. There's a comedian I recently found, Tony Bologna. I hope I'm saying that right. I think her handle is @TonyBologna. Look her up if you don't know her. I think she's hilarious. Anyway, she dances. She does these kind of like weird convulsive dance moves to what she's talking about in a way that she embodies what she's saying. Now, whether or not you agree with her message, what I want to recognize is that her way of doing comedy is creative, right? How many comics stand up on stage and they just talk and then people laugh and they talk and maybe they do some motions? She's embodying her message. So it's creativity. Creativity in performance, in comedy. Creativity might show up in making a new thing for dinner. It might show up in the way that you make love, in the way you have sex. This is why in relationships, right? The way you show up in a relationship, and this is why it can be uncomfortable. If we really take creativity to this level and look at it in all areas of our lives, like intimacy, like the way we are with our families, like the way we show up in things like this, in live videos in our business, it's scary because it's like, what will people think of me? What will my partner think of me if I show up to intimate time wanting to do something different or having a different music on? Or what if I wear something different? What will people think of me? Maybe it's just a pair of earrings. Maybe you just start there. Maybe it's super simple. I just want to wear these earrings that make me feel like I come alive. Maybe it's you make something new for dinner. Maybe you have a, meal plan for the week that really serves you because it's cost effective, but like the family's getting kind of bored with it. Maybe you introduce one new thing. So this is why creativity can be scary, because it requires a willingness to step into exploring something different when we don't always know how it's going to feel, when we don't always know if we're going to be accepted for it. But it has the promise of bringing spark, of bringing aliveness to our lives. And because we all need that. We need routine, we need security, we need all those things, but we need novelty. We need aliveness. So, I invite you today to get curious, maybe grab a pen, maybe put on your timer, and allow yourself, give yourself this. What are some areas in your life where you've never thought of creativity even having a role there before? Whether it's intimacy or your relationship or how you do dinner or what clothes you wear. What's one thing that you might want to explore doing different? What's one thing? And I invite you just to imagine. Just start there. All right? Have a beautiful day.